Today we celebrate mothers, the women who shape our lives with love, strength, and faith. But more than cards, flowers, or gifts, this day is about honoring the powerful role God gave to mothers. In 2 Timothy 1:5, the Apostle Paul says to Timothy, "I am reminded of your sincere faith, which first lived in your grandmother Lois and in your mother Eunice, and I am persuaded now lives in you also." Isn't that beautiful? Paul doesn't say Timothy learned faith from a rabbi or a church, but from his mother and grandmother. Faith was passed down like a treasure, and it wasn't just any faith, it was sincere, real, and living. That's what godly mothers do. They plant the seeds of faith. They live it in front of their children. They pass it on with love and example. Let's look at the faithful heart of a godly mother and how her life can impact generations. Godly mothers plant the seeds of faith. Faith begins at home. It's often not taught in big sermons, but in quiet moments. Bedtime prayers, Bible stories, hugs during hard days. Simple moments that seem small but shape a soul forever. We saw that in Lois and Eunice, who taught young Timothy the scriptures from childhood. Later, God would call Timothy to be a church leader, but the foundation was already laid. The Bible says in Proverbs 22:6, "Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." That's a promise. God honors the faithfulness of mothers who teach their children about him, even when it feels like the children aren't listening, even when it seems like your teaching goes unnoticed. God sees, and the seeds you plant will grow. Godly mothers live out their faith daily. Children watch more than they listen. They know if our faith is just something we say or something we live. In the book of Exodus, we meet Jochebed, the mother of Moses. She lived in a time when Pharaoh ordered all Hebrew baby boys to be killed, but Jochebed didn't give in to fear. By faith, she hid Moses for 3 months. Then she placed him in a basket on the Nile, trusting God to protect him. What kind of faith does that take? A mother's faith, strong, courageous, and surrendered. And God honored her. Moses grew up to deliver Israel from slavery. Jochebed didn't preach, she didn't perform miracles, but her simple, obedient faith changed history. That's the power of a godly mother. In the New Testament, we meet Mary, the mother of Jesus. Can you imagine being told that your son is the Son of God? Mary responded with faith. She said in Luke 1:38, "I am the Lord's servant. May your word to me be fulfilled." She trusted God when she didn't understand. She followed him through joy and through sorrow, even standing at the foot of the cross. Mary teaches us that a godly mother doesn't need all the answers, just a heart that says, "Yes, Lord." Godly mothers pray even through pain. Many mothers carry quiet burdens. A child who has wandered from God, a heart broken by loss or struggle, sleepless nights spent in worry and prayer. The Bible gives us the story of Hannah in 1 Samuel 1. She was a woman who longed to be a mother. She poured out her heart to God in the temple, weeping, praying, and pleading for a child. God heard her prayer and gave her a son, Samuel. And what did she do? She gave him back to God. Hannah shows us the deep connection between a praying mother and a faithful God. She reminds us that a mother's prayer is never wasted. It echoes in heaven. God sees every tear. He hears every whispered prayer. And He is at work, even when you can't see it yet. As Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." Mothers, don't give up. Your love, your prayers, your example, it matters more than you know. Biblical encouragement for every woman. You may be a biological mother, an adoptive mother, a stepmother, or a spiritual mother. Whatever your role, if you are investing in the lives of others with love and faith, you are living out the heart of God. And maybe today is a hard day for you. Maybe you've lost a mother, or maybe you long to be a mother. Let me remind you, God sees your heart. He is close to the brokenhearted, Psalm 34:18. And He is using your life in powerful ways, even if you can't see it now. Lois, Eunice, Jochebed, Hannah, Mary, these women didn't hold titles or power, but they held something stronger, faith. They trusted God with their families. They lived with integrity. They passed on a spiritual legacy. And today we thank God for every woman who follows in their footsteps. If you are a mother, thank you. If you are raising children to know Jesus, you are doing holy work. And if you're still praying, still believing, still loving, keep going. Your work matters. As Proverbs 31:28 says, "Her children arise and call her blessed. Her husband also, and he praises her. May you feel that blessing today. May the Lord strengthen every mother listening. May He give you peace, joy, and faith that overflows to the next generation. Happy Mother's Day. God bless you.